Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. So we've got some Angry Cops. I had to scroll down a little bit. Angry Cops is pretty cool. I like him on the when he's on the podcast, like unsubscribe and stuff. And yeah, his videos are good too. So we're gonna watch one. It's kind of up my alley. Sailor exposes ship with Starlink. Thanks, Elon. Yeah, I was in the Seabees, just to let everybody know. Everybody knows the story already if you watch the channel. I was in the Seabees. I've never actually been on a ship. I was in for 6 years, never stepped foot on a ship. It's pretty cool. It's basically like being a more lax version of the Marines, pretty much. It's like it's all in the Navy rules, but you do a lot of Marine shit. So it's pretty fun. You get to do construction with guns. Yeah, so I think I know the story. I think it was, I can't remember the sailor's name. I think she was a chief. But yeah, we'll just get into it.
The United States Navy is no joke. And I know that might
kind of a
surprise to some, considering that us other branches really dig in on them for no particular reason. But
what? Why? I don't know why you would do that. By the way, they're all... Never mind. I was going to say, there's a lot of gay people in the Navy. So it would make sense that you would... a lot of my best friends from the Navy were gay, so... Yeah.
Seriously, 18 months underway in a sub below the water, 6, 8, 10-month deployments on a ship, where you only get to contact home once every couple of months or via snail mail. Sailors really do make quite the sacrifice. Well, most sailors do.
Wow.
That brings us to today's special guest, Command Senior Chief Marrero.
Yeah. Senior Chief.
Somebody's actions are going to be on a safety brief from now on, because she thought putting an unsecured internet source on her ship, the Manchester, was a good idea and in no way violated any sort of OPSEC for the ship or put the ship in any sort of danger, because then people would be able to know where you are from that signal, especially as it's deployed in the Western Pacific, which, if I'm not mistaken, China's there.
Huh? Oh, no, but yeah, when I was in, we didn't even have cell phones. I think I went to Iraq in 2007, so the iPhone had just come out. In fact, I remember a couple of people having them before we went on deployment, and they were telling us, hey, you can't have your cell phones. They wouldn't allow you to have your cell phone with you back then. And I think I had a Droid or it was like a Sidekick. It had the flip-up keyboard. So a lot of things have changed. So.
And boy, they sure do have fun bullying other ships around there, don't they? Just ask the Filipino Coast Guard.
I remember
but we'll
that.
learn a little bit more about Super Senior Chief's stupid internet service after a word from this video's sponsor, Prize Picks.
Huh?
Want to play Prize Picks alongside big names just like Drewski, Joe
Drewski?
Budden, and MMA champion Sugar Sean O'Malley? Well, thanks to this video's sponsor, Prize Picks, you can. Check out the new community plays under the promos tab in the app, where you'll see some entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Pick community every week. Prize Pick is the best way to get into sports in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. With 10 million users already, Prize Picks is the go-to place to win real money this football season. It takes less than 60 seconds to make your picks and
not with
turn
Aaron
your sports
Rodgers,
know-how
but...
into real money all season long. They even include an injury insurance policy for protected play. Even if one of your players gets injured, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. Download the app and use
We sit
code
through ads
Angry
around here, by the
to
way.
get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. This week, I'm picking Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to go more than 30 points against the Seattle Seahawks. Go Bills.
Yeah,
Prize Picks
that makes
also
sense.
offers incredible weekly promotions, like Taco Tuesday, where select player projections are discounted up to 25%.
Man, he's really selling this, huh?
Lineups. Download the app today and use code AngryCops to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. What are you waiting for? Start playing now. Now, I told you already that it's very hard to get in contact with people from home, have a grasp on what's happening in pop culture.
Yeah, you're good.
You're out there away on a ship, God knows where, and you're only going to port every couple months. Well, Chief here thought it'd be a great idea to get a Starlink. Oh. Now, I have nothing against Elon Musk, and Starlinks are fantastic. He was handing them out for free in the Carolinas after the hurricane, so you know that they work, even when nothing else around you does. But as we find out later on, because an investigation, well, it went full bore into the chief and the ship's commander on the USS Manchester that having a steady Wi-Fi signal and internet access just beaming out there in an unsecured line, well, that could put you and your sailors in danger. So not a good move. Okay. But how did we get there? How do we get from planting the dish to figuring it all out and Chief getting in trouble? Well, it all starts in San Diego when Senior Chief is farting around with a couple of her enlisted cohorts, the Chief's Mess.
Oh, yes, very nice.
For those of you that are unaware, in the Navy, and I would say the Marine Corps, but
yeah, I think he was going to say, like, the Marines have, like, probably the gunnies, whatever. It's E7 and above. So yeah, I've snuck into the Chiefs. Usually every base, every naval base has one of those too. We snuck in there once and stole a bunch of like coffees and stuff when we were in Japan. It was pretty cool. Anyway, sorry.
Especially the Navy. Once you hit,
we stole strategically to transfer blah blah blah.
The rank of enlisted 7 and become a chief. Well, you're a big deal. You're top dog. You get a lot of special benefits because of your rank, and you're in charge. Shit, you're the closest thing to God.
And you get to wear khakis.
But unfortunately, the Chief's Mess gets a little bit of I'll say a bad rep, and sometimes they earn it. Like here, in this case. Well, Chief Marrero and a couple other chiefs in the Chief's Mess, 15 in total, decided that they were going to keep their secret, super sweet internet source dish, Starlink, a secret.
No one will ever find out.
So only the Chief's Mess would get it. Sharing sure isn't caring when it comes to Chief Marrero. Well, how the hell did they get it on the ship? Well, when in San Diego, there's a couple opportunities while a ship is getting looked over and cleaned and fudged about, where people get in harnesses and walk around spots where they normally shouldn't. And that's when someone unknown, but set up by the Chief's Mess, planted the dish on the 05 weather deck, which I don't know what that means.
05 weather
other
deck?
than 05 is a rank and weather deck means
that's what I was thinking.
A deck where weather happens.
Like I said, the last time I learned anything remotely related to the fleet side of the Navy was boot camp. So I could tell you port and starboard, but that's about it. I don't even know. I guess the bow's the front, stern's the back. I guess we're good. There, you know everything about the Navy.
I assume Doppler radar or something. Look, one of the investigators took a photo. There it is.
Hi.
Circled in red, pointed at with a little arrow, just chilling with a couple sandbags setting out at NBD. Super inconspicuous.
Indeed.
No one's even gonna notice.
Was that
But
show
who
good?
had access to this fantastic internet that, get this, didn't reach across the entire ship.
Wow.
So the chiefs thought it would be a good idea to get a Wi-Fi extender and set them up throughout the ship so that they could get their Netflix streaming app and Facebooks and Instagrams and Twitters immediately wherever they.
Yeah, God forbid a deployment feel like a deployment, am I right? It's like, I don't think you need all that shit. I think there's a lot to do when you're on deployment, especially when you're underway. Like, my God, lady. It's like...
were taking a shit or walking outside, it didn't matter. They wanted their Wi-Fi. But not for anybody else, just the Chief's Mess.
Yeah, screw them.
This'll come up later. That's right, didn't want to share it. You know, didn't tell the captain, which honestly, if you told the captain within moments, the captain probably would have been cool with it being turned on at certain moments when everything's like being watched and ready. Because I don't know if you know this, ships have Wi-Fi. And commanders of said ships can say, hey, you know what? Even though our military operations take up most of the Wi-Fi that's needed and it's encrypted and it's bouncing off of our own satellites so that we don't get tracked by an unknown government, we're gonna let the kids use the internets for a little bit, send a message home, send out an email, make a Facebook post. It happens. In fact, the United States Navy is working with Starlink as we speak in order to create a morale-boosting free Wi-Fi on ships so that soldiers can still reach out. And once again, it's turned on and off at times that the captain finds appropriate. Oh, but don't worry, this Starlink with Chief here.
Yeah, well, the chief obviously knows better than the captain. No, she doesn't.
It went on and on
She doesn't.
and on and never got turned off until they almost got found out a couple of times.
Nothing to see here.
Now you might think to yourself, a Wi-Fi router, internet access beamed across the ship. Well, it's got to have some sort of name, like Bilbo Baggins' house, or my favorite is FBI Surveillance Van 4. Well, this is
There you go. That's actually pretty
on
good.
The ship, the Wi-Fi
Like
name was Stinky. Oh, and something stinks in Denmark. Yes, it does. And it's leadership. Now, kids these days that join the military are no dummies. I mean, they're weak and stupid, but
Yes,
they're not
that's
retarded.
true.
That they're walking around on their phone trying to watch a movie or do whatever, and all of a sudden a Wi-Fi pops up, they're gonna go, whose Wi-Fi router is called Stinky? And try to get onto it. Well, the rumor mill starts, and what do you know? Word gets up to the captain that there might be an internet access point on the ship that's beaming Wi-Fi out on an unsecured network.
Ooh, you're in so much trouble, Chief.
Well, Captain's gonna have none of that, so he goes down to the chief's mess and asks Senior Chief here, hey, you hear about this Wi-Fi on the ship? Oh, and Chief plays it off like a pro. Absolutely not, sir. It's all made up and bullshit. What do you know?
Why the you lying?
Well, there's some sort of Wi-Fi router thing access that's called Stinky. Nobody knows what it's for. I'm on it. I'll take care of it, sir. And she did. She changed it to a random printer name and then continued to use it in the Chief's mess. 15 of these chiefs in the Chief's mess used it. Even after the captain was like, what is going on here?
Dude, I mean, I don't know what you do. You got all of your chiefs are disobeying your orders and doing whatever they want. I'd be pissed. I'd be very upset.
This is not good. What do you know about it? And lied to the captain. Oh, that's great. That's great. So we've got a liar, and we got Chief here gatekeeping the internet access from anybody, because you can't have the lower listed have it.
Of course not.
And you don't want the officers to know about it, because then that's going to blow your cover, which you've lied about. So, yeah, Chief lies about it. And then she's questioned about it again, because the rumors still keep flowing, and people are saying, no, the Chief's mess has some freaking Wi-Fi. It didn't just go away. And, well, what do you know? The ship's captain goes to the Chief's mess again. Hey, Senior Chief, something's still going on with this thing. What do you know about it? I know nothing, sir. She denied him 3 times, like Peter.
Why you always lying?
But just like all great schemes that get popped in somebody's head who's a little too arrogant for their own britches, well, it all fell apart because when the ship got ported in frickin' Guam, well, there's a little bit of maintenance. A new dish. Not Starlink, but Starship or Star Wars. I don't know. Star something.
Starcraft,
A
I
new
don't know.
dish had to be put up on the ship. And wouldn't you know that one of those naval technicians putting on that dish looks over and sees the Starlink and goes, is that? What the is that? Obviously, they thought that some lower enlisted had snuck up there and put it on there. It couldn't have been the
No,
Chief's
of course
mess.
not.
This is all your fault.
Well, the officer in charge of communications, the communications officer, one might call them, well, he's talking to the dish guy who sees the Starlink and he takes a photo of it and he calls up the Chief's mess and is like, what the is that? And Senior Chief texts back, well, the gig is up, and confesses that this was just for morale.
Oh,
it's
well,
no big
I
deal. It's
mean-
just for morale. We've got it.
Yeah, because that's your job, you know? That's your job, Chief, is morale. Since when is it a chief's job to make you feel good?
It's all right. Please don't tell the commander. We've only been using it when we're at port. Definitely not out there in the middle of the ocean where we could be targeted because of this. And I don't know what kind of ship this is, but nobody tells the commander of the ship, the captain, the head honcho in charge, who's already been asking about this and is like, what is going on here? But nobody's talking to him. Not even the communications officer, not his Senior Chief, the highest enlisted person on the ship. No. Everybody's leaving this guy in the dark. Well, what happens with all lies and shenanigans? Well, eventually light gets shown on it, and the captain found out about 6 days after they left Guam. He starts an investigation. Wow, he brings in Senior Chief. Hey, Senior Chief, what the is going on, Marrero? I thought you said that there was no Wi-Fi. And she says, well, sir, it's for morale. We did it for morale, and also, we never used it out in the water. We only used it when we were in port. We are professionals, and we wouldn't put the whole ship in jeopardy. And that's the 3rd time she lied to him. 3 times. Way to go, Chief. Integrity. Oh, you know,
I don't
the Chief's
know.
got a saying.
I don't know if that's still a motto of the Navy, right? It's like integrity, something about like poop decks, something about being gay. I don't know.
They're as flexible as the chain, as strong as the anchor. You're as flexible as
It's honor, courage, and integrity, in case you didn't know.
dog. You've got no moral high ground or standard, do you? And thank God the captain of this ship, Moore, didn't trust anybody either. I mean, how could he? Good Lord, everybody's been lying to him for the past couple months about the stupid Wi-Fi thing that honestly, he could have nipped in the butt right away, made it a non-issue. But now we've got everybody hiding things from the man in charge, and that ain't gonna fly. So he opens up a can of whoop ass in the form of an investigation, and well, wouldn't you know, that Chief just can't stop lying, can she?
Nope.
Obviously, the morale thing's a bunch of bullshit, because if it was for morale, well, then the lower enlisted would have had a little chunk at it, right? They would have been able to try and tweet at home and see what's going on, but that fell through like a fart through a screen door. How is it for morale if only 15 people on the entire ship can use it? And Chief went so far as to change the usage documents that she gets from Starlink. That's right. She altered the documents of the usage so it would only show usage when she was at ports, and handed that to her commanding officer and those investigating, saying, oh no, here's everything. I have integrity. Here's all the documents showing that.
Well, you already lied about it even being there in the first place. So, so stupid. What an idiot.
We only used it in port, and therefore, you know, maybe a slap on the wrist here, but we didn't do anything nefarious.
Stop lying.
Well, they saw through that, because all you gotta do is call up Starlink. Beep, boop, beep. Hey, give me a freaking printout of her usage document. Shut the fuck up, Chief. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Starlink. Yes, send them right now. Oh, you can tell me the usage? You know what? When you send them to me anyway, but can you tell me? Shut the fuck up, Chief. Shut up. Can you tell me, just for kicks and giggles, when was this Starlink used? Oh,
and
for
where?
Like the past 4 months?
In the middle of the
straight?
ocean? Oh.
Not just at like one. Oh, in the middle of the ocean, huh?
Thank
in
you.
the middle of. Yeah, thank you. No, I'm not yelling at you. Thank you, Starlink. Now, before the investigation took place, Chief Marrero actually had another lower-ranking chief than her that was going to take the fall.
What?
For the internet. She had a fall guy for it. This woman, in no way, shape, or form, has any integrity.
Dude, would you take a fall for her? No. Look at her. No.
And is trying to cover up everything in every way possible while continuously throwing the wool over her commander's eyes. And the end result is that this chief got knocked down from E8 to E7. For one.
I would have said E6. I don't know if it's at her rank and how long she's been in it for. I don't think they can knock her down more than one rank. But yeah, dude, knock her down to E6, E5. Knock her down to E5. Teach her a real lesson. Like the rest of us.
Appalled. I know, I never heard of that before. Of that. How the f is this person still a chief? You have no integrity.
Yeah.
You threw your commander under the bus. You blindfolded him. You pulled the wool over his eyes. You lied to him constantly. You created a criminal enterprise.
Yeah, you
by
can't be
getting
trusted.
All the 15 freaking chiefs and the chief's mess involved. You lied to the comms officer. You put your entire ship's welfare in jeopardy so you could watch YouTube videos right off of that chief's rank. Holy sh! Chief Marrero has a master's degree in
What?
information security and digital management.
Wow. All right.
Didn't manage there. Now, honestly, I don't know how a Wi-Fi signal can be tracked. I know that if there's an outgoing signal, there should be some sort of reasonable action that you can like track that signal and then pinpoint where it's coming from, right?
Sure.
So am I mistaken or am I 100% right when I say that she's looking up Pornhub and herself while she's underway and the Chinese government's like, you know, why is Pornhub activated in the middle of the ocean? We don't have any ships out there. You think it's an American ship? Let's go spy on it with our drones and we'll never know. I mean, they're stupid enough to put their Wi-Fi out there. Am I right in saying that or am I absolutely wrong? Let me know.
You're probably right.
The channels, get yourself a shirt. Boom. You got Whoopi hoodies.
Man, it is going to get cold soon. I might look into that. I was looking into the Fat Electrician's clothes, but man. It's like Gore-Tex.
Left. I think we've got like 100 and something in the Whoopi hoodies. So they're going. Like 2/3 of them, 75% are already sold out.
Oh,
Get a
right.
hand on that.
I'll
And
look into
hey,
it.
Navy, I got a new shirt for
Huh?
you. Bow! A lighthouse for pussy. Aircraft.
All right. I mean, I don't know. Would I wear that? I don't know if I'd wear that. Seems a little too crass for my leggings. We're a clean Christian channel. We don't wear that kind of stuff.
Carriers, Navy SEALs, pilots, SWIC. Everybody's cool in the Navy because the Navy is a lighthouse for pussy.
Oh
Get it
yeah.
for a Navy friend. Let
Kind
them
of
know
is,
that they're
though.
manly and cool. Or a lesbian to Navy person who is just really good at muff diving.
All right.
We accept all kinds. Cheapest way is to leave a comment. Tell me about this
Same here.
communications thing. I want to learn more about it. Do you think that only one rank reduction is sufficient? I sure don't.
Two, at least
my
two.
2 cents.
At least two, because if she's an E6, she's still going to be in charge of people. So you should knock her down to E5. I was an E5 when I got out, and I still had to answer to people. Actually, you know what? E4, E3, kick her out. I don't care.
All right. See you next time, weirdos.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, don't forget, Pepperbox has an uncensored version. That's right, I'm on Pepperbox with the boys.
right.
And there's no bleeps there. In the one video that I made prior with Mia Khalifa, I made some additional jokes, and maybe there's her naked in it. Yeah, that's right. I use burned up bodies and dead people and sometimes nudies in the videos on
right.
Pepperbox, especially if it's, Angry Meme Review. So,
Cool.
all right.
Love you. Say it back. Say
See you
it
next time, weirdos.
Okay.
The United States. United States.
Stacy.
Where did that come
You fucking
from?
All right. Yeah, that was a good video, man. I enjoyed that. I heard about this story like a month or two ago, I think. I don't know why I'm closing that. Anyway, yeah, it's different. It's weird because when I was in, you had to go to like, what is it, the morale, welfare, and something or other? I can't remember. You'd have to go to a place to use the internet on deployment. Yeah, we didn't have Wi-Fi everywhere back then. I don't even did we. Yeah, like maybe in Iraq we were on the internet a lot. Okinawa, you had to go to like an internet cafe, unless you had like a laptop, and then it's different. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot different. The Navy's a lot different. Technology is really kicking my ass. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. It makes me feel good inside. Helps out the channel. If you have any recommendations, put them in the comments, and I will get to them eventually. It just takes a little while. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.